Hey all, welcome back to my living room for another yoga for when you're tired. I hope you're doing really well and I hope you're ready for 20 minutes or so of some light stretching, some connecting to our breath and some intention setting. So make some space, get comfortable and we will start in a seated position of your choice. So once you've found somewhere comfortable to sit on your knees or cross-legged, on a block, on a cushion, whatever works for you, we'll just start to tap into breath and stillness. So hands can drop, palms face up. This just gives the shoulders a chance to relax. You can close the eyes when you feel ready to. And just start to breathe some life into the body. So maybe if you've had a busy day, it might be this moment now that you're finding to slow down, bring the breath down, connect. If you've had quite a slow day, you want to energize a little bit, but with the idea that we're not moving too quickly or going anywhere too quickly. So just breathe some breaths into the body. Really simply finding long, full inhales, long, full exhales. And as you breathe here, just see if you can kind of send your breath to certain areas in your body. It might be areas that feel tired or tight or sore, or maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck in certain areas. Breathe that breath into those areas. It's a really nice way to kind of bring awareness and that body scan in as well. You'll go for 3 more breaths, and then in just a moment I'm going to guide your breath so you can stay with me or you can go at a pace that suits. So when you're happy, let your next full exhale all the way out. Sit up tall, shoulders back. We'll inhale together through the nose. We'll exhale, release through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let it out. And then closing the mouth, coming back to your nasal breath, just noticing any shifts, anything going on, what's feeling good, what's feeling comfy. And with this heightened awareness, or just this tapped in awareness that you might not have had yet today or this week, you're just going to keep the eyes closed and bring chin to chest. And then very gently just start to explore a little half circle, So you're bringing left ear to left shoulder, then right ear to right shoulder. You're creating this kind of smile shape, finding a little bit of space in the neck, and this really invites kind of slow, soft, and gentle movement. So a really nice place to start, especially if you are feeling quite tired and you're not really up for lots of movement. Go for one more breath. And then when you're ready to, your neck and head comes in line. We're going to flicker the eyes open and then just extend the arms all the way up. So just take up some space, hands nice and wide, fingertips nice and wide, just getting a really lovely stretch in the arms. Always say it, but just take up space. If you've been feeling small recently or today, then now's your time to really honor space and be as big as you like. From here, we're going to very gently lift the arms all the way up, interlace the fingertips, a little click from me. Palms to the sky, palms forward. Open the arms out nice and wide. And then gently just give your wrists a little wriggle, maybe even in the fingertips as well. Often say it in these classes, but if you're feeling quite tired and The big movements and flow feels a little bit overwhelming or just feels like way too much energy. Bringing your movement into like really simple stuff like your wrists and your fingers can be a really nice way to get that same connection with the body through movement, but not actually put loads and loads of effort in. Good. And then when you're ready, arms are going to stay wide, maybe your wrists start to feel nice and warm. We're going to wriggle the legs out in front of us and just bring our knees wide and our feet together. So a real loose version of your cobbler's pose. And then gently let the arms just drop over the legs, palms face up, and then let the head just feel quite heavy here. Real, like I said, easy version of Baddha Konasana. Let the head feel heavy. Let the arms just start to soften. Just take a few moments here to kind of invite the hips to open softly. Let your head just keep getting heavier. Maybe the face muscles soften. Take a breath. And maybe you extend the arms, melt a little deeper. But when you're ready, we're just going to very softly lift all the way up. Lift, 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 lift. Hands still far from each other, so we've got lots of space in our shoulders. And then where your feet are is going to be where you're going to place your left knee. So left knee is in front of us. We're going to step our right foot over our left knee for a nice twist. And we're going to lift the upper body. So there is a little bit of effort going in there. From here, very gently, bring your right hand to the right hand side of the body. Lift the left arm up and over. And take a real nice side stretch. So opening through that left hand side. Maybe there's 3 breaths needed here, maybe there's 8 breaths needed here. Just trying to really listen to the body, which can be quite hard, especially if you are tired and your head's not really in it, and you're really trying to bring the awareness back and the attention back. So understand if only 1 breath will do there. When we're ready, we'll lift all the way up. Really nice long line in the spine, and then we're going to just twist. So we've kind of started to open that side already. Drop your left hand to your right knee and take your right hand behind the back. And then again, just marrying the breath to that movement. Always talk about open the chest, but also make sure those shoulder blades are squeezing in together. Lots and lots of room. And then unravel, come back to center. Squeeze your right knee in. We're going to extend the right leg nice and long. Bring the right hand to the outside of the right leg, and then your left hand to the inside. And really, for now, try not to find or follow that temptation to fold here. Just keep your hands super glued to the floor. Lift up through the spine. It's just a really nice way to lengthen through the leg. And then you can take it where you want it. So maybe you hold here. Maybe you take a couple of lifts and lowers with the breath. Maybe you take hold of that right foot and you go really long with your fold. Just see what you want to do, see what feels good. But for now, just keep both hands on the ground or fingertips if that's what you're going for. Warm, warm, warm right leg. And then gently, depending on how far you've taken it. So some of you will be in quite a deep fold right now. Come out slowly if you are. We're going to lift the arms forward towards that right foot and lift all the way up. We're going to go for a nice stretch in the left side. Left hand to the left hand side of the body. Right arm lifts up and over. And then slowly just place that left forearm to the floor. So you're taking that quite open, big stretch from your right hip all the way up into the side body. But you're relaxing as well. You could just lie down from here. Try and avoid that temptation if possible. Breathe and then come all the way back up. Strong core brings you back to center. We'll cactus the arms just to get those shoulders released, but we're not pushing or pulling anything. Just keep it real soft and gentle. And then slowly bring your left foot back to center, right foot back to left foot, and then take that real gentle version of your cobbler's pose once again. The second time we take this, there's always that temptation to really go for the stretch. It's quite ego-led and we want to get the best out of the stretch, but really try and ignore that today and just go for comfort. So again, just a real easy version of this pose. Maybe you hold onto your feet, that might feel quite nice. Maybe you drop the hands again, but just take a moment to settle. Imagine you're kind of showing this pose to someone that's absolutely never been in this position before. So it's just really, really soft, honouring all the feels in the body today. And then just like we lifted on the other side, fingertips reach forward and up, so you are getting that little bit more of a stretch. And then we go high with that lift, hands nice and wide, even wider than before if you can. Where your feet are is where you're going to release your right knee. So right knee in front of you, step your left foot over that right knee. So you're twisting the legs once again. Again, going for real nice space in the body. Dropping left hand to the left hand side and then lifting right arm all the way up and over. So we take that first side stretch. Try not to collapse through the left shoulder too much, so you're not really dropping everything there. There's space, 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 space. Lots of that. Nice, breathe. And again, we're already opening the side body, so it's going to feel really nice to twist. When we're ready to all the way back up through center, we'll take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind the back. So just turning it into a twist. And please, if you do need to spend a little bit longer in these poses, then pop me on pause and really indulge in some long, full breaths. Unraveling. When you're ready, back to center. We're going to let the hands kind of balance the body out here and then kick the left leg all the way away. So you've got a little bit more space. Left hand to the outside of the left leg, right hand to the inside. And again, for the first breath, just see what's going on here. Don't take it any further. And then maybe you explore a bit of depth. Maybe you're exploring a little bit of movement today. But just trying to go with how the body feels. If you can, trying to follow that natural instinct to move in a certain way. Well done. Let the head feel heavy. Maybe this leg feels a lot tighter. Maybe there's a bit more space here. Maybe you can actually tune in to the hamstring lengthening. You want to bring your attention to that left leg. And again, it's just depending on how far you've stretched here and whether you want to hold for a little bit longer. But when you're ready, reach your fingertips forward and up. We'll go for that big lift that always feels a little bit robotronic. Right hand to the right hand side of the body. Try not to bring the hand too far behind you. And then again, left arm up and over, lower onto that right forearm. Don't worry too much if your left glute, your left sit bones are off the floor. We can get a bit of a lift there. It might feel quite nice. Breathe, really stretching through left shoulder. Lots of space in the back as well. It's a really nice stretch to reach QLs. Really good for posture alignment. And then remind yourself of that strong core, guys. Come all the way back up to center. Arms wide. Open through the right leg as well. We're going to go big with this lift. So lift of the arms, lengthen through the legs. And then when you're ready, exactly as you've been taking every cobbler's pose, you're going to fold so softly over the legs and just land here for a moment. I quite like hands on the legs. That might feel quite nice. You might be hands on the floor. You might grab a prop at this point and put something underneath your head or a pillow to land on. Gonna mix pillow and cushion up then. But take 3 breaths, let the hips open, see what's going on. Once you've taken as many breaths as you want, we're going to bring fingertips or hands to the floor, sit up nice and tall, a little bit more effort there. Take hold of the kind of outside of the knees, bend at the knees and then cross the ankles here. Don't worry too much about where you are on your mat. You're going to come forward and you're going to grow nice and tall into a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under for a bit of extra stability and then slowly lift the arms up. We're going to cactus the arms out to the side. We're going to hold here for a moment. So just examining a little bit of space and openness in the body. A good one to do really slowly if you are tired. Sorry, I keep reminding you. And just see what else you can create here. So maybe it's the hips that you can push forward, the hands that just start to feel quite heavy, and the arms just start to fall back. And this is quite a nice way of bringing a little bit of life into the chest, a bit of space. Often when we're tired, it's that posture that goes first, and attachments to the shoulders are quite short and tight. So here, just trying to open all of that up. And then when you're ready, please don't rush to get back. Straight, strong spine. We're going to bring the hands in. Hands together at heart space. And then just making sure that back is comfy. Cause in, push the palms away. Get rid of what you want to get rid of. Someone annoying you, push them away. Something annoying you, push it away. Tension, stress, whatever it is, let go. And then nice strong arms. We're going to slowly come forward. My toes are still tucked under. Come all the way forwards to that tabletop pose. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You know it well, guys. Give the hips a little rock from left to right. And then when you're ready to, we're going to bring the toes to kind of relax on the mat. Hands are going to walk down to the feet. Forehead's going to come to floor. And we're going to settle. So maybe we bring forehead to floor, give the forehead a little rock. Maybe we let the shoulders drop and the arms feel heavy. Maybe there's a subtle kind of rock in the hips. That might feel quite nice. Either way, just breathe into your body, sending some real attention to back body here. Really steady breath. And once you've taken a couple more breaths here, I feel like I could stay for 10 more. We're going to gently keep the arms as they are. Just start to lift up. So head off the mat. Start to lift the chest off the thighs. And then as you come up to low kneeling, give yourself a moment just to come back into the space. And then 2, just a real nice circle of the shoulders. How do the shoulders feel? Smooth, comfy. Or is the reality that they're a bit clicky and cracky still and you need a bit more release there? Once you've taken a nice circle, nice roll, bring the hands behind the back. We're going to interlace the fingertips now. Lift up once again. We'll tuck those toes under for stability. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get a little bit more space into the chest. And then slowly, without letting the fingertips and hands kind of ping away from each other, just so you've got control, draw the arms out to the side. Fingertips face down. Reach, 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 reach. Someone's pulling the hands, pulling the arms. And then when you're ready to, let's drop the hands back to the mat. Come back to tabletop, where we'll get a bit of space in the hips. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to extend right leg out to the right hand side. Your right foot is in line with your left knee. We're going to keep your right hand grounded. And then we're just going to lift that left arm all the way up, which to start with just feels like a big old effort. And if it's too much, just bring the left arm out to the side to start with. And then just see what space you've got to lift that left arm. But use the breath here, really testing the shoulders, getting some space in the hip, in the chest. And then we're going to scoop left arm when you're ready, underneath the right arm. Land on your left shoulder, nice and gently. Bend your right elbow, relax your head down. Just spend a moment here. Some of you may want to extend that right arm up for a bit of extra space in the chest. Some of you may want to extend that right arm forward. Don't rush. Soak it up, guys. And then when you're ready, right hand underneath the right shoulder. You're pressing that hand into the floor to scoop the left arm all the way through. Up, 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 up. And then gently bring the left hand back to the mat. Fingertips to floor. Let's take the pressure off the wrists. Keep the left toes tucked under. We press back and we just have a little moment, a little rock with a nice open right hip. Maybe we're noticing the hips drop a little bit on one side. Maybe we're noticing the breath. And then meet me, shoulders over wrists. Bend through your right knee. And then press right knee back underneath right hip. A little rock, a little wriggle. And then before we do the left side, just to align, we'll drop the belly, lift the neck and the head. This is our inhale, our opener. And then we'll exhale, draw the belly in, take the gaze back. And as we come through this, we're trying to keep the elbows really soft. We're trying to make it, again, really smooth and comfy. Understand if smooth right now is not how you're feeling. Hopefully by the end you will be feeling a bit more smooth, like Karana. But we're just trying to create that real nice flow here. So really evenly with the breath. Go for a few more rounds. See if there's anything else that comes up here that you're loving at the moment or that's feeling really nice and comfy for you. Take one more breath, guys. Once you've taken that final breath here, we're going to draw the belly in, straight, strong spine. Just keep alignment. Left leg out to the side. Oh, that was a click. In line with the right foot. Your left hand stays grounded. We're going to scoop the right arm up. Remember, don't worry if to start with that feels like an amazing effort. If it does, just bring the right arm out to the side in line with the shoulder. Chest stays open, breath stays long. And then when you're ready, your right arm's going to thread underneath your left arm. Land on your right shoulder, relax the head. Some of us may want to lift that left arm. Some of us extend it forward. Please don't be too het up on the left side doing something a little bit different to the right side. They're always going to be a little bit different. Find that breath. Find a moment, a comfy moment. Remember, we're never stretching for pain. No, thank you. And when you're happy, before you drift off, left hand on the floor, we press the left hand down. We lift the right arm all the way back through, up, 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 up. And then very softly releasing right hand back underneath right shoulder. Again, finding a little rock forward and back. When you're ready to, bending through that left knee, palms pressed down. Step that left knee back underneath the hip. Little wriggle in the hips. And then join me. Keep the toes tucked under. Hips to the heels. Hands behind the back. Just once more, we're going to interlace the fingertips. Bring the palms together. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Close the eyes down. Spine is beautifully long. The neck is long. And we're not really forcing this stretch. We're just keeping the hands here. Shoulders stay in place. Then let the hands come away from each other. And let your hands just land on your thighs, palms up, if that feels comfy. Just giving yourself a moment, coming back to your breath. What's gone on? What feels good? And then when you're ready to, we're going to just softly lift the hips off the heels. Please feel free to do this with the eyes closed if you can. Let your arms just feel heavy, hips off the heels so you're in a tall kneeling position. We'll cross the ankles. It's a bit more wobbly with the eyes closed. I'll stay with you. Bring your hips all the way down so you're sitting over the feet now and you come to cross-legged. But do try and find something a little bit more loose. So let the legs just feel comfortable here. Hands on the knees, give the knees a little rub, a little warmth. And then when you're ready to, we'll inhale together, lift the arms all the way up overhead. And we'll exhale to land the thumbs at forehead, third eye. Take a breath here. Let the arms go. Inhale, big circle around the body, lift. Exhale, release those thumbs between the eyes. Last breath, inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart space, release the hands down, bring chin towards your chest, bow the head. Thank your wonderful self for your practice today, your mind, your body, and your breath. And if there's any intention, any affirmation that helps you move into the rest of your day, your week, your month with a real positive mindset, then maybe hold that in your thoughts here, thanking yourself again. And namaste. And thank you everybody for joining me for that session. Feeling very sleepy, so maybe you are too. If you do need another little snippet of rest or release, then check out a relaxation video that you can just melt into after that. But thanks for joining me. I will see you again very soon. Bye guys.